Hello, and welcome. I am actually at work, as you see by the buildings in the background, and my scrubs. I have Eeyore scrubs on. Anyways, I did not know this video was going to be a two-part, so I'm just recording a quick intro to say hi. I'm editing my video at work on my lunch hour, which is what I always do. So this is part 2 of a church sale. You are going to get to go with me some more. I spent a total of 3 hours there. I'm trying to get a little better lighting in here. Spent a total of 3 hours there. Found some amazing stuff. Today you're going to get to see the rest of what I picked up, as well as the awesome free stuff. Can't beat free, right? So let's go and see part 2. All right, so we are picking up where we left off yesterday. I'm looking at some VHSs. This one is a Garfield one. I will occasionally pick out a few randomly. This is the eBay app where you can scan, and you can see there in the corner, the Garfield one was only selling for $4.36. So with stuff like this, I have done bulk buys where I get them for like 25 to 35 cents, and they are very easy to list. So that's kind of a personal decision if you want to take these VHSs or DVDs and make $3 to $5 a piece. It's kind of a bulk quantity. They're not even really enough to be bread and butter items, to be honest. But I'm okay with that because those small sales still add up. You can see here's another one that was going for $5. So I did not end up picking up any of the DVDs. And also somebody did comment yesterday that Tybo is actually one that you could get zeroed for. So I did want to mention that today. I was not aware that Tybo was one that you could get zeroed for. And there are some VHSs that do sell for good money. I have found a few, so it definitely doesn't hurt to pick a few out that kind of stand out to you and just use the barcode scanner on the eBay app and see if they're selling for anything. That is how you learn in this business. You do research and find out what sells and what doesn't sell. And yeah, I always look at the sealed ones. Like this was Mickey's Christmas, but without the case, that wasn't very valuable. I'm sure it would be worth a little more with the case, but it wasn't a big home run. Now, the biggest DVDs and VHSs that I have found have been horror movies, and also some band VHSs will do very well. I sold an SLC Punk VHS for $30 that I got for $1. So keep an eye out for stuff that's unusual. Now, this is a Yahtzee. It was in a little electric Yahtzee. So I did look that up. It looked like it only sold for about $11 free shipping. So I did decide to leave that there. Now, I was looking at the playing cards to see if there were any like destination ones. Those tend to do okay. Now, there were 2 of these Connect 4 games. They were only 25 cents. So I decided to scan these as well. And unfortunately, these were only selling for about $12 with free shipping. They would be over a pound, so you're talking only $3 or so profit. Now, here I am typing in Apples to Apples, the Bible edition. There was one up top there. It didn't have a scan code. And it looks like it goes for like $15 to $20. Some sold as low as $7. So again, with the lower solds in there, I decided not to pick that one up. Now, this Stratego, I will tell you guys, I have seen a lot of like war games that can do well, and you will see here some of these Strategos do sell on the higher end. There are some at 40, and I'm clicking to filter sold and trying to look for the exact one that I have, and I did find it at about 20 something dollars, but a lot of the Strategos look like they were going for about 40, and at $20 This one, I believe they were asking 5 for. It was just not enough room for profit, unfortunately. I was trying to see if maybe there were some more, but I didn't see any. And then here, I really love this kitty, but it had a rip on the top of its head, and I do not have time to sew, if you guys do not know. Now, this fox puppet was really cute. I have done okay with puppets. I actually have sold sets of them for pretty decent money, and I was digging to see if there might be any more puppets or anything else worth money, but I did not find anything else. They were trying to convince me to take the whole box for $1, but I did not want the whole box, so I just took the fox. And always look for puzzles that are sealed. They're not big money, but they're pretty good for gifts if you can find them sealed. And you toy people that know toys, please tell me if there's anything here that I missed or overlooked. There were not very many toys. I was looking in the magazines. I have done well with diving magazines. I've also done well with some like weapons magazines. So I always look for the hobby magazines because those seem to do the best for me, and I tend to lot them up. Now, this book, if it had been like regular CDs, I honestly probably would have got it and I would have auctioned it off. That is something, especially if the music is all in a particular genre, that I think does well on auction. And that CD case was empty, unfortunately. Now, over here, they have a ton of records, and I will tell you guys, I did speed this up. This is at 2 times, so I was not looking through as fast as what you're seeing. But what I'm looking for in here are any covers that really pop and stand out. The ones that I have seen that sell the most are the rock and roll ones. You can see here me comping Barry Manilow. It sold for about $10. And I am not that versed on records, and there were a lot of them here. So any of you record people, if you see something I pulled out that I passed up, definitely let me know. But I did look through pretty much every single record that was here. You guys are just seeing it and fast forward. But the rock ones, the 70s, 80s, watch for those covers that really stand out to you and check them and look them up. I did not look up very many this day, and I did not pick up any records. But again, I do not know that much about records. I'm just hoping something will pop and stand out to me. Now, over here, this was a Bible's Lessons for Teens. So I did pull out the eBay app to scan it because it does have a UPC. And that one, it looked like actually, I believe, was going for about $5. So I did not get that one. Now, here, there were some cassettes. Again, I look for like old rock and roll and also like old R&B and hip hop. I think does okay. Not really big, but you're going to have those outliers that are very, very big money. So it can't help to look. And if you can find someone that does a lot of media, if you watch them, you would pick up tips from them, and then you would be able to pick out items when you're looking at this media a little more. Now, this folk art designs book was really pretty, and it had a bunch of like paintings. I don't know if that was worth anything. I didn't check, but I saw this P90X, and whoever gets this box, you guys let us know down in the comments if P90X is one of the items that get zeroed. I was not sure. I did look it up, and it does look like it has a great sell-through rate at about $15 to $20, and it was only $1.60. But if it's a Vero, I don't want somebody to list it, and you could go list it on, say, Mercari or Poshmark or Facebook. So if anybody knows if P90X is a Vero, definitely please let us know. And this cross-stitch book was really, really cute. It had a bunch of designs. I did not look that one up either. At this point, I had been there almost 3 hours, so I was kind of mentally exhausted. But I'm going to give you guys a little music reprieve here. Now, this Pepsi, that Pepsi would have been worth money if it wasn't. All right, now we are back inside, and I want to tell you guys, this is a second walkthrough. So I have already been through all of this stuff one time, and I've been trying to go through things twice. And that includes the thrift stores, though I haven't been great about it there. Here, there was just so much stuff. I figured I should definitely at least take a second browse through to see if I could find anything else. And you will see that I did. That was an absolutely beautiful fork, but it was a silver plated fork and not a brand that I knew. Now, here, there are a bunch of the crock pots and stuff. I did decide to kind of pass those up because I have to ship it to you in the thrift box. I wanted to show you guys these, even though I couldn't get it. But if you see Dyson Vacuums, this one was $35. That could probably be a quick like $50 profit to flip locally on Marketplace if you run into Dyson's cheap at the thrift store or at garage sales or at church sales such as this. Now, this fryer, I did end up looking up, but I didn't see that it had the basket. It was priced at $10. And they sell for about $75, but that was with the basket, so it didn't have the basket. Now, this is the free box. I saw this when I walked in, and I honestly ignored it the first walkthrough. And this time I decided I would check it out. So I'm really glad I made the second pass through, because I walked right by this. I walked right by it multiple times and didn't even look. And in this free tote were tons of vintage handkerchiefs. And also, this is a vintage, really cool, colorful kitchen towel. And they just kept coming. So I was digging beautiful, beautiful vintage handkerchiefs. And I will tell you guys, these will sell for about $10 to $15 each. And some of my best finds have been in free boxes. Do not be scared to dig through those free boxes. And even, I'm showing a monogrammed one there. Even monogrammed vintage handkerchiefs do sell, even still for $10 to $12. But when you see a free box, look at it, look through it. There's no lower cost than free, right? Like, this was sitting right in front of me, and I think I probably pulled about 15 or 20 out of here, if not more. I do show them a little bit more at the end of this video, but they were just absolutely amazing. And I think what happened here, after talking to one of the ladies, was that when these were donated to the church, a few of them had spots, and I think they did not want to look through them all and didn't want to price them when there were some spots. But there weren't spots on all of them. Here is a really nice pair of vintage gloves, and I did make sure I dug to the bottom. That was just a fabric scrap that I left. But look at like the lace doilies. This is an absolutely amazing floral designed, I believe that is needlepoint. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. I'm really bad about the needlepoint cross stitch embroidery thing, so correct me if I'm wrong, but that was a really nice vintage one that the design was complete but had never been applied to anything that might make like a good chair cover or a framed wall hanging. So as you can see here, you have to dig sometimes, guys, especially when it comes to free bins. And I will tell you guys that also the next day got free stuff at the flea market the same way. Somebody left all their stuff on the table and the vendor next door said, hey, if you want anything, it's free. So make sure you pay attention when it says free, and don't just take everything because it's free. I will tell you, and you might see them walking up to me, they tried multiple times to get me to take this whole box, but I did not want the whole box because that would definitely add to my death pile. And I only wanted to take what I really felt would sell. Now, these were some fabric scraps, and those, I don't think there's really a market for just one small scrap. Some of those plain lace ones, though, there is, and then there's another rose one. There was just so much in this bin. I think we'll add a little bit of music as we go through the rest of this bin, and then we will look at some more stuff. All right, so after I finished digging through the free bin, I decided to walk back through. And I did, again, I walked back through every single aisle in here and took a second look. And it's kind of amazing what you see the second time that you did not notice the first. I still am drooling over the quilts, I will not lie. These were some scarves, but all of those scarves were unnamed. Love the quilts, gotta admire the quilts. But they're a little too high for resale, unfortunately. They're absolutely gorgeous, though. Absolutely beautiful work. So here, I did not see this the first time. I believe this could very possibly be a vintage Capodimonte. It was only $1. I tried to identify it using Google Lens. I had no luck. Even if it is not Capodimonte, I think this should go for about $50. And then I saw this Lucite Paperweight. That was only 50 cents and should sell for about 20 to 25. Again, I did not even see it the first time. So it's kind of amazing what you see the second time around that you missed the first. And then here is more. Look, there are these gorgeous vintage napkins, and they have a really pretty floral design. Look at this little pig set. It's really cute. It's 4 placemats and 4 matching napkins that were handmade, and I didn't even see it the first time. And then these really, really cute pumpkin tapestry placemats, and there are 4 of them. Again, I missed them completely on the first time, so I'm really, really glad I went back the second time around because I missed a lot of stuff. Now, that I believe is a table runner. I believe. I'm not sure. And then here's another absolutely gorgeous lace fringed tablecloth. I did leave that one though because it was plain. Now, these I also left just because I didn't feel like they stood out as much as some of the other stuff that I found, and I was getting absolutely insane amounts of stuff. Now, this one was really fine details, and it's got the scallop edges. I believe this is a tablecloth. I am not 100% sure, but I did end up picking that one up. And again, we are going to look through at the end and see all of the stuff that I found the second day and see the thrift box that is available from this. But this just shows the importance of go back. You have to dig through the piles. You need to look a second time because when there's this much stuff, it's really, really easy to overlook items, and you don't want to do that. So save a little bit of time to go back for that second go round and make sure that you didn't miss anything. And I'm going to try and be more diligent about doing this when I go to the thrift stores, because I definitely do not do it enough now. Now, I looked at that tablecloth the first go round, and of course I'm seeing it here on the second, but it just didn't stand out enough. Now, these curtains are absolutely gorgeous. I did not know it at the time. I do now. They are Better Homes and Gardens. There's a really pretty 3-piece kitchen window set. They were priced at $2. I think they'll go for about $15 to $20. I saw one sold comp for them at $12, but they're none listed right now, so you kind of would have the market on that. Now, these pillowcases, you'll see me, I'm setting everything down because they were priced at $5. And for $5, when most of this other stuff was priced cheap, I actually wanted to take them out of the bag so I could see what they were. The cheaper stuff I wasn't doing that with, but these were priced at $5 for a pair. And they are really, really pretty, but I don't know that at $5, with me having to double, that they would have had enough room for profit. They were absolutely beautifully done, but at $5, I just think that was a little bit too high. So I did end up leaving these behind, but they had absolutely gorgeous workmanship on them. So we are going to gather our pile up here, and we are going to keep looking. Now, again, really, really pretty lace edge, but I believe that was a curtain, and sometimes curtains are a little bit harder. That one didn't have like the embroidered butterflies or anything like that. And there was just so many linens at this sale. Just tons and tons and tons of linens. So I'm digging to make sure I didn't miss anything down on the bottom that I might not have looked through completely the first time around. But I did pretty good as far as the linens. I didn't find a ton the second time, but I did see this. And I'm not sure if this is like machine embroidery. I believe that's what it is, with the really pretty flowers, and it had a fringe edge. Again, I believe that is a tablecloth. And they are trying to convince me to take more stuff, which I would have loved to take more stuff, but I wanted to make sure that I found good stuff for you guys. And they wanted me to take that whole bucket of free stuff. And again, don't just take stuff because it's free, because then it becomes a death pile that you don't want to list. And I was telling her I had looked all over, and I was looking through again, and we were just chit-chatting while I was looking through things. Now, that was a beautiful pillowcase, but very, very plain, and I believe they had it $2 for a single one. So again, you see my main focus here the second time around was the bottom stuff that I might have missed. I did see this shower curtain, which was really, really cute. It was priced at $5 though. And again, having to double to 10, I think this is probably only worth about 15. It might go up to 25. Was actually really perfect for a cabin, and she's actually spreading it out so we can see what it looks like. So that would be perfect for a cabin, but at $5 and having to double it to 10, that was just a little too high. But definitely keep your eye out for unique shower curtains. They can sell for anywhere from $15 to $25. Some of them a little higher, but I would say the average is about $20. Now, there were some napkins, but it was only a set of 2, and for $2, that was just a little bit too much for me. So here again, we're just digging and digging. In order to find good stuff, a lot of times you have to dig. It's not going to be right there on the top for you to find. You're going to have to work for it. It's fun work though. It's fun digging for treasures. And these are some newer shower curtains, but again, they were priced at $5, so a little bit too much. All right, guys, I am about done. You're going to see me after I left here, and then we are going to look at what I got. All right, guys, I got so much there, and I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence. I might keep the linens that I got for free. They're absolutely gorgeous. I can have my mom iron them. I can have my niece list them, and I might keep them. I know I'm not supposed to be keeping anything, but we are making a lot of progress through the death pile, so I might keep them. I'm not sure. But some amazing stuff, insanely low prices, and probably 4 to 5 boxes there. So we'll take a look now at what I got and how I'm going to separate it for you. So here is the box for today. I'm honestly not sure. I haven't reviewed the video as I'm making this because I have to work tomorrow, but some of this might not be seen. So here, these are really cute. They're handmade pig placemats with matching napkins. I paid $3 for those. This is a beautiful, like, I almost feel like this embroidery be a machine. This is a tablecloth, I believe. There's a fox puppet. I paid $1. This might be a vintage Capa di Monte. If it is worth several hundred. I got the 3 bears. That is a vase from Cherokee Indian reservations. I got a set of 4 of these placemats. This is a really cool Lucite Paperweight. And then this jadeite dish. This little shell tree is cool because the base is coral. And then look, they've got little shells on the bottom. Another embroidered tablecloth. This one does have stains. Shouldn't hopefully affect it. This says it's 4 placemats or 4 napkins and a placemat. I would advertise as 4 napkins and a centerpiece. And then I've also got this tree skirt here with the puppies. This is handmade corduroy with lace. And I've got these curtains that are Better Homes and Gardens that are that I paid $2. It's a 3-piece set. They're beautiful, Better Homes and Gardens. And yeah, so this box is going to be $42 plus $15 shipping. So it will be a total of $57. So congrats. And I am going to show you guys now some of the stuff I got for free that I let you know I'm keeping. So let me move this stuff. All right, so all of this was in the free box. Look at this. Beautiful, like vintage and antique handkerchiefs. Just absolutely beautiful. Some are plain, but some are not. This one is embroidered with a P. But there are just tons of them, like absolutely gorgeous. Some vintage gloves, and yeah, it just keeps going. I was so surprised that it was all in the free box. Look at this. Also, this really cool, the flowers there. Look, it just keeps going, guys. So these were all free. I am going to keep these. I'll probably have my mom iron them and have my niece list them. So you can watch the store if you see any you like, but look at that. Like, absolutely amazing. So, yeah, thank you guys for watching. I will see you tomorrow night with a What Sold video. Bye, guys.